Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Stafford. Drops it to Jones in the flat. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagonals perfectly there.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story as he was approaching 19 miles an hour on that one. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Now Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson from a yard out. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 6-0 our score after 1.
Ravens nothing.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Henderson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Stafford. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Dancing to his left. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Well, Lamar Jackson, I mean, he is just a ticking time bomb when he has got the football in his hands, and he explodes, Charles, for a big one there.
So there was the boom, huh? Because that's exactly what happened, right? And you can be in the right spot against him and not necessarily make the play. His talent is so good, and his ability to shift and move on a dime, oh, he is so impressive. Even when you play it right, he can make you wrong.
2nd down and goal. Jackson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 3rd and goal. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. The quarterback will keep it himself. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string it. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. After the sack on first down, Stafford. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Stafford here. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the
From the red zone now, Stafford. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll start with the option. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
play to kick off for Los Angeles.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jackson looking to throw on third. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side.
Oh, none of that.
So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup
From the 50, Stafford.
at the 50-yard line.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. Room here to run. The 20.
This is too easy right here.
Touchdown, LA. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Stafford's going to try and throw for it, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now left side on the swing pass. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Sebastian Joseph Day drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Tried to get it that time to James Prochet, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run the toss with Henderson. Shedding through the defense. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. 10. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and goal at the 40.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he dives his way forward to right around the line of scrimmage, so nothing there that time.
No gain on the play. Moves to 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Henderson. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Stafford now to throw. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases,
It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Throwing, Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the the way to the end.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's third down. One last shot for Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.